Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today we are going to be doing the announcements for this month, the month of May, which I only remembered because... Never mind. We will be showing off what we are going to be doing for this entire month, almost this entire month. We are missing a few things, not that many, but a small amount, I'd say. So where do you want to start?
That's right, folks. This month we are doing a tribute month to the late great Ray Harryhausen. And if you guys are not familiar with him, you will get acquainted with him this month. He was a famous movie monster maker. Made some of the most classic monsters all the way back in the 50s, maybe even a little bit before. And we're going to try and do some monster creation of our own, mimicking some of his great creations that are so perfect for certain kinds of Dungeons and Dragons and other role-playing game miniatures for your adventures. Whether you are a dungeon master or not, I'm sure you'll get a bit of a kick out of the things we're going to do. We're going to start off with a couple of reviews of the classic Sinbad movies starting next week. We've already watched one of them, but we want to, get a good feel for these movies, as well as another one of his movies that I'm trying to track down now, possibly one of his greatest monster movies ever. And maybe you guys can chime in the comment section and take a guess as to which movie I'm talking about. But it was a classic. Also, we will be doing. I'll be going back to the Arterwin reviews on Friday, and on Wednesdays I will be doing some Dungeons and Dragons book reviews that will go great with the overall theme of the month. Some things you may be familiar with, maybe not, but I'm gonna give you my 2 cents worth, and I might do a review of 1001 Arabian Nights. I'm not done with it yet, and it's a little tough getting through, but I'm gonna try and review that one this month.
I do apologize in advance for this man's Arab nationalism, but without further ado,
let's start with the crafts. Okay.
Oh, yes.
All of the crafts will be painted with Army Painter's new speed paint set.
We did use them last month at the very end for the final faction crafts that we did. But A, that was because we were kind of running late, and B, we did want to try them out.
And as a matter of fact, we will be doing a final faction craft probably this Thursday. Is that what we agreed on?
Yeah, this Thursday, for no particular reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
But
just because we want to hurry up and get in.
Yeah, because we got a bunch of new stuff last time we went to the dollar. Actually, not last time, because I went to the dollar store to get some Bibles before that. I mean, after that. The first time, that's why I went there, but there wasn't any there. And then he bought a Yes, he bought a boatload of Final Faction pieces that we already had and that we didn't have. Yeah, and we have a lot more. The stuff that we showed off last time is nothing compared to the stuff we have now.
Yeah, we actually have the entire complete run with some extras, and of course we're going to use those extras for a craft as well as crafts later for next month, just because there's so many new great things. I don't know if we're going to actually do a Final Faction review part 3, but that's a possibility. But also because this month is the little guy's last month of school.
Yes.
Until he hits high school, we are going to take it a little easy on the crafts and nothing too, monumental, as it were. But we want to, give the little guy a little bit of a break because he really needs to, get in all the last minute work he can do.
Yeah. Anyways, we will start with the dragon or the craft material.
No, let's start with the craft material. Starting with skeletons, just to knock them out. If you remember these guys,
we used them during Halloween a long time.
We got a big old bag of cheap plastic skeletons that not only would serve just painted as giant skeleton miniatures.
Well, aside from the poor quality of them all.
Right, but
I mean, some of them aren't that bad.
But as you can see, old Doc Savage, if he had to, tussle with these guys.
I believe these are the same ones we used for our washers review.
Yes, we did. They're actually in the bag.
Oh yes, they are. If you remember correctly, I believe it was this one. One of them was this one. This one is horrible. This is not a giant skeleton of a man. This is the giant skeleton
Of a monkey.
of a monkey. This is monkey right here. 2 axes, monkey. Just put a skull in them, and I think we'll be complete. So,
but we will be using them for one of the crafts, if not 2. We haven't decided yet. And if we were gonna, it would just be a bunch of giant skeletons, as per. I think it was Jason the Argonauts that had the giant. They had the regular skeletons that were so famous, and then he, I think, went on to use them in other movies.
Anyway, speaking of monkey, we have a monkey that will be converted into a non-monkey.
Actually, that's Bigfoot.
Same thing.
Okay, we can go with that. But we're going to turn him into one of Ray Harryhausen's most famous and iconic monsters, and one of my favorites. And hopefully it'll be one of yours too. And it'll be a great, thing for your player characters to have.
Most of you probably already know what this is if you've seen the subject material.
Yeah. If not, maybe
about what you said about it's actually Bigfoot. The thing is when you say monkey is not referring to apes, gorillas. That's not a monkey. Most people say monkey, but Bigfoot or Yeti is some type of primate. On average, the majority of times it's some type of primate. But you have like gorillas and orangutans and chimpanzees. Gunman, chimpanzee civil war. Look that up. Don't. That's not a good idea. Anyways, you still call them monkeys, despite the fact that they are very clearly not monkeys. So I'm still correct in when I call it a monkey, despite the fact that I am not correct.
Next.
Snake.
Giant snake. The pose alone ought to clue you into on what I want to turn this one into.
Yeah.
He has no idea, but...
I know. You told me.
Oh, I did tell you?
Yes, you did tell me.
Well, you haven't seen the movie.
I have not seen the movie, but you explained what you're making.
And I think this
not actually very good detail, but detail wasn't really necessarily.
I think you guys will enjoy this one. It's actually going to be a lot easier than you might think. But it'll definitely be something that you want in your games at least one time. A lot of these are, specialty one-time monster encounters. You're not going to bump into them over and over again. But, that way you don't have to spend so much money on them, to get them in your, in your collection of miniatures. And on to the Dragon of the Month.
This time, they are neither dragons nor a singular thing.
Right, we're going to... Here, you take that one, and I'll take this one. And I don't know if you can see them. Let's put them together. So
they're both technically... No, this one can be either or. This one can be...
Not.
Yeah. I like this one much better. This one right here, I think it's much better.
You want to do that one?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, but then you got to do blue.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay, cool. Because I had to do blue last time, and you got to do the cool colors. Actually, no, we both did blue, didn't we?
We both did the exact same paint job, yes.
So this time we're going to have another...
Aside from the Martians.
We're going to have another 2-for-1. But because we're using the speed paints, we think it's going to cut out a video. We won't be doing the washes because that's the point of the speed paint.
Yeah.
Is to bypass the whole washing, step in, our usual process of painting. So you're going to get a 2-for-1, 2 miniatures, two painters working at the same time to bring you the finished effects of these 2 great miniatures. And if you can't tell, one's a genie and one's an Ifrit.
The opposite of what he said.
Yeah, well,
or what he lifted them up in the wrong order.
Yeah, but
this one is Genie Ifriti, but we're gonna paint as Genie. This one's just a Ifriti or whatever.
Cool, because I never get to paint anything red. So
you will today.
Those will be our Sunday painting videos for you guys, and of course we'll have a couple more surprises in the month. But we always like to leave something up in the air for you guys to not anticipate too much, but. There you have it for the announcements of this month. Anything else you want to add?
Not really. I think that's about it.
There is one great bit of news. Dungeons & Lasers 3 will begin shipping May 7th of this month, which is only just a couple of days away, which means hopefully by the end of this month, we will have received all of our Dungeon Lasers Kickstarter items that we didn't have rapid delivery.
And Dungeon Lasers 4 has been...
hinted upon, and it looks like it's going to be...
something to make one of our previous crafts useless.
Awesome. Which one?
We'll let...
Well, go check out Archon Studios and their new Kickstarter, and give it a look and see if it's something you'd be interested in. I'm definitely going to be backing it. Just hopefully, it won't be for another 6-8 months. Because my wallet's been hit rather hard this last month. Had a couple of expenses I wasn't expecting, but don't worry, folks. We'll still back them, especially since it's Archon, and they gave us our first big break, as it were, with the channel. And
I just realized you're rubbing off on me.
I'm your dad. That's gonna happen. It's really
I think I'm becoming a bit shameless in a few things.
That's a good thing. So there you have it, folks. We hope you guys will stick around all month and laugh at us, laugh along with us, and have the usual good time that we always have. So until next time,
Good night.
bye everybody.